talk to me through the journey for journey of the first meet that you organized. कैसा था? I mean, how did you start?
I'll tell you what, I faced a lot of problems. Firstly, with the venue.
Okay.
So no one was giving me the venue because they were like, yeah, burnouts karoge, you'll do revving, you want to do drifting also. You have so many properties, just give me one property. I'll bring people there. It's just for community building and networking. I had no contacts before doing the event.
Huh.
I was planning it since a really long time, and I thought, why not just announce it? Then I'll work even harder on it.
So how were you successfully able to get that crowd into your event and build that excitement?
It's in the blood. Okay? We do exhibitions. I had my mom supporting me, my mamu supporting me, and my dad supporting me.
Okay.
So he's from a technical background. He helps me. He helped me with all the technical stuff, and he helped me in my marketing as well. Then my mom and mamu, they helped me with the contacts. For getting sponsorships for your first event. So you have to patiently explain them the whole process. What it is. या गाड़ियाँ आएंगी थोड़ी सी, वो ना ऐसे एक्सेलरेटर दबाएंगे, रेव करेंगे, ये सब होगा. बर्नआउट्स होंगे, तो टायर मार्क्स आएंगे, ये होगा. Everyone needs marketing. ठीक है. एंड मार्केटिंग से ज़्यादा एक you should be included in the community. आप जितना मर्जी बड़े ब्रांड हो, एनर्जी ड्रिंक सोचते हो, क्या आता है आपके दिमाग में?
Red Bull.
You open Red Bull's Instagram page. How can you tell that it's a drink, energy drink brand?
You cannot.
They do everything except that.
Would you like to talk about a particular instance जहाँ पे कि you would have been organizing? अब तो खैर एक ही event किया है, but any instance from this event wherein you guys had like a crazy fight or crazy quarrel with each other and then but still you guys made it?
I mean, she'll be like, हाँ हाँ सब मैं कर लेती हूँ, तो क्या करेगा? ये बहुत ज़्यादा होता है.
There's something magical about the sound of engines roaring, the shine of polished metal under the sun, and the energy of people who live and breathe cars. Archit saw that magic, and he knew it needed a home, a space where enthusiasts, dreamers, and petrol heads could come together not just to show off their machines, but to celebrate a shared passion for motoring culture. With Revved Up, he's not just organizing car meets, he's building a community, a movement where every story matters, from the first dent to the proudest modification. It's about people, it's about cars, it's about creating moments that you'll carry with you forever. Without further ado, let's get into the head of Archit Gulati.
So Archit Gulati sir,
Yes, sir.
how's life?
It's great. I wish I could say that.
नहीं यार, I think so to start the conversation, you've done your first event and I was there, my team was there, and undoubtedly I would say without a question it was a fantastic event. ठीक है, there would be a lot of naysayers like you mentioned yesterday, but I think that's the case with all events. किसी ना किसी को कोई ना कोई ऐसा निकलता है जिसको शायद बहुत पसंद आया और नहीं पसंद आया, but I think in general for people like us who were missing that sort of car scene, who were missing that exhaust note sounds all around and audio setups and customized cars, sports cars, and in general cars as a culture, I think you were able to capture it very well. बहुत मजे आए थे. So first of all, congratulations on that.
Thank you so much.
And we are looking forward to the next one, whenever
Soon.
it ends up happening. But tell me more about, I mean, before we even talk about the first event, I'd like to know that what is your journey and what is your experience that made you actually choose to start something like this?
Oh, mainly I've done culinary arts.
Okay.
From Singapore. So I did a diploma. I came back in 2021. So I had cloud kitchens earlier. I have that business going on. But now I wanted to enter the events industry. So my family business has been, they have been in the exhibition industry since the past 30 years.
Okay.
So I wanted to enter events.
Huh.
And so I thought, and I love cars. So I wanted to combine the two. I used to go for car meets back in Singapore.
Okay.
So I was missing that actually. I didn't see something like that happening in Delhi. So basically, we have B&D, we have other car meets, we have track days, we have everything, but there's not something particular just for everyone. Oh, I'll tell you what, a person who owns a 10 lakh car and a person who owns a 5 crore car, both of them are car guys, right?
Correct.
There should be a place which is there for everyone. I didn't want to discriminate between the two or anything. I wanted everyone under one roof. That was my whole motive of doing this.
Okay.
Revved up cars and bikes meet. So whether you own whether you own an Alto or a McLaren, you're welcome there. So it should be for everyone. That was my whole point of doing it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, talking about digging a little deeper into your experience in Singapore, you mentioned last night when you were having a cup of coffee, you mentioned ki you experienced some very crazy car meets where
Yeah.
unfortunately your phone was thrown away.
Yes.
So, talk to me about those meets. What did you experience in that meet, and what did you find in that meet that you probably realized ki, yaar, this is something which I can bring to our country or probably even in Delhi? What was it?
That was mainly the street racing scene, which I couldn't record because because of the Singapore law is really strict. So they don't let you record so that you can go to the cops or anything.
Okay.
So they don't want any proof or something like that. That was the whole thing. Ki you can't record or anything. Just enjoy in the moment.
Okay.
That's all they wanted you to do. So there was street racing, there was display of cars. So those meets used to happen every alternate days.
Okay.
Okay, it was not like a Friday or Saturday thing, a Saturday Sunday thing, not just for the weekends. It was an ongoing thing.
Okay.
It happened every week, like 3 to 4 days a week. So I really like that culture, and I wanted something like that here.
Okay.
So that was the whole motive behind it. I missed going to meets there, so I wanted I wanted to enter events, as I told you. I thought, why not just do it here? Why not start with car meets? That was the whole point.
So now, talk to me through the journey journey of the first meet that you organized. Kaisa tha? I mean, how did you start?
I'll tell you what, I faced a lot of problems. Firstly, with the venue.
Okay.
So no one was giving me the venue because they were like, yeah, burnouts karoge, you'll do revving, you want to do drifting also. So that there were a lot of problems, but somehow eventually I made it happen.
Okay.
So I went to DLF. I convinced them that ki haan, chalo, I want to. You should show that you support the community. You're such a big brand. You have so many properties. Just give me one property. I'll bring people there. It's just for community building and networking.
Okay.
That's all this event would be about.
Okay.
Yeah, I just want people to interact with each other. So they were a bit hesitant at first, but I convinced them and they let me do the event there at DLF Cyber Park.
Okay.
Yeah.
And would you like to talk about how it actually turned out to be?
So first I had no contacts before doing the event. I was planning it since a really long time, and I thought, why not just announce it? Then I'll work even harder on it, because until and unless that happens, I'm a perfectionist. I want everything to happen at a certain way, however I want it. If it goes sideways, I don't like it at all. I just want it to be according to me, that if I planned this, it should happen at any cost. So I thought, why not just announce it rather than keep thinking about it. So when I announced the event, I started connecting with people. I told you how I met Prateek Bhaiya. So through him, I met Ashwin Bhaiya. And after that, I started connecting with people. So I personally invited a lot of people. So I invited around 150 people. Rest, it was a ticketed event.
Okay.
So eventually, people started buying tickets, and I kept the registration process on the spot as well. Because I'll tell you what, for the first event, people don't know how it's going to be, and people are a bit reluctant to purchase tickets beforehand. So I wanted ki haan chalo, it's a big thing to do, because for the first event, registration is a hassle. So I kept it open, and I'll tell you what, the crowd doubled at the end moment. So I took a certain area, certain space from DLF. I couldn't fit the cars there. I had to make people wait. I hated that part. I had to make people wait, and then at last there was too much crowd, and people were just roaming around the venue in their cars. That's all, because they couldn't find any parking spots.
But how were you able to pull it off, considering तेरा पहला event था? So how were you successfully able to get that crowd into your event and build that excitement? Because see, had it been like normally क्या होता है, normally अगर कोई कार मीट हो रही है या कोई भी इवेंट हो रहा होता है, सबसे पहले आप ये देखते हो कि इस बंदे ने पहले कुछ इवेंट्स करे हैं, कैसे रहे हैं, कैसे नहीं रहे हैं. तो how were you able to successfully pull that off?
Yeah, so basic, it's in the blood. Okay? We do exhibitions. I had my mom supporting me, my mamu supporting me, and my dad supporting me.
Okay.
So he's from a technical background. He helps me. He helped me with all the technical stuff.
Okay.
With my website, the landing page, everything. And he helped me in my marketing as well. Then my mom and mamu, they helped me with the contacts for getting sponsorships for your first event. That is the hardest part. Why would anyone sponsor you for your first event?
Exactly.
What they think is that you don't know anything. How would they expect you to pull off the event at such a scale? So that was the hardest part, to get my first sponsor.
What was your pitch to those sponsors?
So I went to them, and I was like, I went to a lot of people. Some people were polite and they heard me out, but some people were like, हाँ ठीक है, नहीं यार ये क्या होता है. Now 80% of the people don't know what a car meet is, because it's a new thing, right? We as car guys, we know what it is, but not everyone does. So you have to patiently explain them the whole process, what it is. या गाड़ियाँ आएंगी थोड़ी सी, वो ना ऐसे एक्सेलरेटर दबाएंगी, रेव करेंगे, ये सब होगा, बर्नआउट्स होंगे, तो टायर मार्क्स आएंगे, ये होगा. So that was the whole process कि एक ये community building होगी. So what I told them कि देखो, if you sponsor this event, you're showing your support towards the community. You're opening your horizon. You're expanding your horizon to a different community altogether. Because car community in India is beautiful. Okay? We are less in numbers, but still it's a strong community, right? Whether it be off-roading or drifting or track days, anything. So the community is there. So I went to BMW. Okay, they were like, "Nahi, we already do it at BIC, Budh. Why would we sponsor your event?" Like, just have faith in me once.
You went to a particular dealership of BMW?
Yeah, dealership. Infinity Cars.
Okay.
I went to BMW Infinity Cars.
Okay.
So I got support from them. Eventually, they just sponsored the event. Like, I was able to close them just 20 days prior to the event.
Okay.
Then I went to Car Street.
Okay.
Firstly, I went to Big Boy Toys. They didn't give me time of the day. So the marketing team was like, we are already doing something like this. We don't want to sponsor it. We don't want to come. I was like, okay, I'll try next time.
I think Big Boy Toys तो यार वैसे भी अर्चित, I feel it's become such a big name.
Yeah.
उनको तो अब जरूरत ही नहीं है actually.
And I'll tell you what, everyone needs marketing. ठीक है, एंड मार्केटिंग से ज़्यादा एक यू शुड बी इंक्लूडेड इन दी कम्युनिटी. आप जितना मर्जी बड़े ब्रांड हो, ऐसे तो मैं आपको बताता हूँ, आप कोको कोला को क्या ज़रूरत है मार्केटिंग करने की? दे डू इट राइट. आपके दिमाग में सबसे पहले कोक ही आता है ना, और कोई ब्रांड तो नहीं आता ना. एनर्जी ड्रिंक सोचते हो, क्या आता है आपके दिमाग में? और इसका ये तो नहीं है, तो दे शुड स्टॉप विद देयर मार्केटिंग. They don't even market their product.
Correct.
You open Red Bull's Instagram page, how can you tell that it's a drink, energy drink brand?
You cannot.
They do everything except that. So they're creating an experience for the user, for their buyers, people who drink Red Bull. So they're creating an experience. So everybody needs marketing, whoever it is.
Okay.
So that was my pitch to them.
Okay.
Okay, so I wanted them to come. So I went to Car Street.
Okay.
So I had a friend. I used to talk to him like 3-4 years ago. So I just contacted him because I saw some of his stories at Car Street. I was like, "What's your role in this?" So he's like, "It's mine only, more or less." So I connected with him. That was like 45 days prior to the event when I planned it. So I went to him. I explained him the whole thing, what I'm doing. He was inclined, but I got no answer.
Okay.
Then I kept on calling him. Still no response. हाँ चलो करते हैं ठीक है. But 1 week prior to the event, he was like, "Yeah, you've created a good hype around the event. Let's do it." So I was able to close them 1 week prior to the event. So आप समझो, the event was on Sunday, the 25th, and I closed them on 20th. So it was such a crazy journey of 30 days that I was able to close my second sponsor. Rest I got in total, I got 5 sponsors. Okay, one was A Square, which is a lifestyle brand. One was Car Street, the car resellers. One was BMW Infinity Cars. One was Balloons India. And the 5th one is the most interesting, Konica Minolta. So they're a printing company. They have no relation with the car community. I convinced them to come and join me because what I told them ki whether or not you're related to this, you should market it because people who are supercar owners or other car owners, they have businesses as well, right? So if they see a printing company, people would be intrigued in knowing, they know BMW, they know Car Street, they know Big Boy Toys, but Konica Minolta in the car industry, they would be intrigued. So people would ask about your brand. How are they associated with you? What is this brand? People don't know a printing company, right? People who are just working, they know about it, but the general public, they don't have an idea about Konica Minolta, what it is.
Correct.
So I was like, people would be intrigued to know what you're doing. So Jesse, they ask you about that, they will inquire about your brand.
Correct.
So eventually people will get to know about Konica Minolta. That was the whole purpose behind it.
So you were mentioning about the car culture in India being a really nice culture. What is your understanding of where the car culture stands right now in India compared to what it was earlier?
I'll tell you what, car culture right now, I'll talk about like 4-5 years back. People are very closed. People don't talk to each other in the community. If you're a supercar owner and a person approaches you, most of the supercar owners won't even talk to you.
Correct.
Right? That's the harsh reality. So I want to break that barrier. कि हाँ ठीक है, even if I don't own a supercar, I want to talk to them. I want to know what they do.
Why do you think that's happening? Just a view I wanted to understand.
ऐसा money is the barrier, right? कि आप, why would a person who owns a 3 or 4 crore car talk to a person who can't afford that? People, that's the harsh reality. It's the truth. People don't talk to you. ठीक है, especially in Delhi. Once, even if you don't know shit about cars, you have money, you buy a supercar, people will give you time of the day, they will talk to you, they will want to know more about you. Rest, they don't care about anything else. So I want to change that mindset.
Do you think that people in, particularly Delhi we'll talk about, do you think people in Delhi even understand what they're driving?
No.
Answer.
Like for 70% of the people, they don't know about it. ऊपर से पता सबको, हाँ सबको V8, V6 सबको पता है, but they don't know कि अंदर technical parts क्या है. Even if you ask me, I'm learning every day. ठीक है, I am a car guy. I love cars, but I don't have that much of technical knowledge, and I accept that, right? I sit with people, I talk to them, I get to know more and more about cars because I'm interested. I'm accepting the fact that even you know a lot of things, I'll be at 10%. but still I'm trying to learn. People don't accept that fact. They like हाँ पता है ये V8 होती है, V10 होती है गाड़ी, and हमें सब पता है गाड़ी के बारे में, हमारे पास है गाड़ी, क्या करेंगे जान के?
And
They're not connected.
I think even apart from the technical part of things, I think majority of the people are not even, should I say, able to use their cars the way it can be used.
Yeah.
It could be for whatever reason. So उसके लिए तो अब यही है कि because unfortunately जो यहाँ पे जैसे let's talk about supercar owners और sports car owners. Although we have both the international circuit, but कितने events होते हैं ना? It's like Nürburgring, you see Nürburgring in Germany. रोज ट्रैक डे हो रहा है वहाँ प्रैक्टिकली आई थिंक.
यहाँ साल में 3 हो रहे हैं.
यहाँ साल में 3 या 4 या मैक्सिमम 5 ट्रैक डेज हो रहे हैं. तो उसमें वही है कि आई थिंक इट्स मोर ऑफ अ कलेक्टर्स कम्युनिटी यहाँ पे अभी. मोर ऑफ अ कलेक्टर्स कम्युनिटी, मोर ऑफ दैट काइंड ऑफ कम्युनिटी जहाँ पे कि पीपल बाय कार्स and they want to do small things to their cars and probably just keep it and just drive around. And be proud of that ownership that I have, let's say a 911 or let's say a 458 Italia or whatever it is. You've got an amazing partner who's helping you out with this with what you're trying to do in Revved Up. Tanya. And how do you think she is, what does she bring in some sense to you first of all?
Obviously she calms me down most of the time. I'm always in a rush. She's the sensible one. She knows how to do things. She handles the social media part. She gets the sponsors. She talks to them and talking to the exhibitors, talking to people mainly, interacting with them, getting new ideas for the content. Content is key these days, right? So for Insta, she gets all the content. She gets all the ideas, and connecting with people mainly. We both do that. So more or less, we do everything together. So some things I do more, some things she does more.
Of course.
But so without each other in this event thing, we can't do it because as of now, both of us are only handling all the major parts. Whether it be social media, talking to people, inviting them, then going to different places, taking podcasts for the pre-event hype and everything. So we do that together.
लड़ाइयाँ होती हैं?
बहुत होती है. इवेंट के पहले भी होती है, इवेंट के बाद भी होती है. इवेंट के पहले मेजरली सबसे ज़्यादा. वो तो obviously difference of opinion सबका रहता है. You can't avoid that.
Of course.
You just have to accept the fact that you will fight no matter what. आपका कोई business partner है, कोई भी है, even if it's your best friend in the world, you will fight with them. You have to accept that fact. If you're working together, either don't work together, or if you're working together, just accept it that you're going to fight all the time.
Interesting. Would you like to talk about a particular instance जहाँ पे कि you would have been organizing, अब तो खैर एक ही event किया है, but any instance from this event wherein you guys had like a crazy fight or crazy quarrel with each other and then, but still you guys made it?
So like during the event, I'll tell you what, I'll ask her to handle this a particular thing. She won't do it. And I'm in a rush, I'll yell at her. And she'll be like, हाँ सब मैं कर लेती हूँ, तू क्या करेगा? ये बहुत ज़्यादा होता है कि no, I do most of the work. I do most of the work. So that is a major problem. हाँ ठीक है कि तू क्यों नहीं करता? तो मैं ऐसे करूँगा कि अभी ये मैंने करा था. Now you do it. She won't do it. She'll be like हाँ वो भी मैंने करा था. And that's the major.
I think that's a very, I would say that's the beauty of understanding your partner in that fashion. कि eventually, which is why I think you mentioned earlier also कि उसके बाद 3 दिन तुमने बात नहीं करी थी.
हाँ, event के बाद 3 दिन calm, composed, एक शांति चाहिए.
Okay.
Yeah.
What does the future hold for you? In the sense, what more are you planning to add to your meets in times to come?
I'll tell you what, this is just the starting point.
Of course.
It's doing events in general is my passion. And cars, I love cars. Okay? If you ask me to work all day, I don't mind doing that on cars. That was the whole purpose of doing a car meet. So that I'll tell you, I hate working. Okay, I'm very lazy. But when it comes to cars, you can make me work all day. Okay, so this is car meets is just the starting point. I want to go into off-roading. I want to go venture into track days. Everything. Eventually, this is just my starting point. I've done just one event right now. Planning the second one soon. Doing the second one soon. So I just want to add more and more sectors to it.
Like what?
Revved Up as a community, should be weekend drives. One should be getaways, like drives till Jaipur, drives till Delhi, Mumbai, everything. Then third should be for sound competitions for cars, audio. Fourth should be this track days. Fifth, I want just drifting days. I love drifting. Okay, I told you that I'll learn more into drifting with Pratik Bhaiya. So that was my whole point. I want to venture into 4 or 5 things. This is just the starting point.
Okay.
There's a lot more to come.
You have an interesting story to talk about how you met Pratik. Would you like to talk about that?
Yeah.
I mean, just for the viewers, I know it, but I think it's worth hearing this story.
Yeah. So I went to BMW Dorche to get my car fixed for the servicing. So I have this service advisor there, Bharat. So I was just talking to him. He was just telling me about the story of a friend. So randomly F10 Dalal's name popped up. So I told him, I thought about it. I said, yeah, मेरा event आ रहा है and F10 Dalal हो event पे मजा आ जाएगा. Because I didn't know him, right? So I told him, yeah, please connect me with him. Just give me his number. I'll talk to him. I'll invite him to the event. I really want him there. So he told me, abhi he is traveling. He's gone for a competition or something. He'll be back in 2-3 days. I'll connect you with him. I'll talk to him first. Then I'll give you his number. मैं ठीक है, अब नहीं आने वाला number. अब हो गया. Because obviously you don't think कि ऐसे मिलने वाला है. So then he had a word with him. 3 दिन बाद कॉल आता है मेरे को. प्रतीक भैया का नंबर भेज दिया आपको, आप बात कर लो उनसे. मैं I was on cloud 9. मैं कहा चलो यार सही है. Turning point. मैं कहा at least one contact. I called him. Very friendly person, very down to earth. He helped me a lot. I didn't expect someone to help me that much in a short period of time. He connected me with people. I did a mini podcast with him before the event, and I did some videos with him for his drifting and everything. So he was very welcoming. So he helped me through and through. He told me about the terms. He told me what problems you might face in this industry when you're planning to do a car meet. So he introduced me to a lot of people who will further help me. So that was really great of him to do.
Very helpful. He's a very helpful guy. So tell me one thing, talking about the car meets that you're doing, how do you end up selecting people and the cars that you end up inviting? How do you do that?
So what I do, I invite people from every segment.
Okay.
So whether it be influencers, so industry legends, then there are supercar owners, then vintage cars, then there would be modified cars. So I see who's the key player in the industry for that part. So then I invite them. Then I talk to them. I just connect with them. Can we connect over a quick call? Can we talk? Because I like connecting with people.
Of course.
I like networking. I personally, it forms a rapport.
Yeah.
Right? It makes a lot of difference. If I ask someone from my team to connect with them, that won't be there.
Yeah.
The connection won't be there. Why would someone come? People have work to do. Why would he bring his car to the meet? Why would he give me the time of the day? Why would he even bother coming to the meet? He'll be like, I've got my car. Why should I come to your event?
Correct.
What are you doing? I should be there at any cost. That's the whole point. I connect with people. I talk to them, and I invite them personally.
Okay.
Last time I sent out invite boxes as well to people, to a lot of people.
Yeah.
So many of them showed up, many of them didn't. But that's life. right?
So how did you come up with the idea of invite boxes? I mean, that was something I remember. Me and my wife, we were just sitting and chit chatting, and I just
Yeah.
ended up, she in fact said that's a good idea.
Yeah.
So she said, "आराध्य तेरे को भी करना चाहिए." So then,
Yeah.
how did that idea come up?
Yeah, मैंने कहा Evites is a very basic thing. तो मैंने कहा थोड़ी कॉस्ट बढ़ेगी, but I'll tell you what, it creates an impact, right? अगर if I just send you an Evite over WhatsApp, you might remember it, you might not, you'll forget about it. But if you come home, you've received a box, an invite box proper, no matter what it is, it will create an impact. You will see the box at your place कि हाँ ये आया है, what is it, क्या है, when is it happening, you will be intrigued to know about it. So that was the whole point of sending it. It creates a bond with the person that he feels special कि हाँ I've received this invite, whoever it is.
Unfortunately, in times like today, people, I think, are forgetting about this thing called a personal touch and
Yeah.
personal feel.
Yes.
तो वो invite boxes से, as you very well said, कि वो सामने वाले को ना हमेशा याद रहेगा.
Yes.
Evite तो कोई भी भूल जाएगा.